Hey, Verse. So, look at that man bush. Believe it or not, it only took about a week. Yeah, this is a very important video, Verse. Yeah. Oh my god. Alright, Verse, the title isn't lying to you. I'm going to talk about that. But before I do, there are some things that I have to take care of first. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. So you guys are gonna see if I'm serious about that. And then once you guys kind of see everything that's kind of happening, then I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you guys and let you know what's going on. So yep, here we go. I'm a vlogger, so I like to record.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you call it to do something?
Yeah, because everybody knows me for my long hair, so I'm gonna record me actually cutting it.
Right? Oh my god. Hey, okay, I go this way, then you can see your face.
Thank you, thank you.
Right? That's more cleaner. So over here, you want chin or you want nose? How do you like?
You want to look at your picture?
Can I see the chin? Yeah, let me see how the chin looks.
Yeah, I think that chin looks better.
Chin?
Yeah, it looks longer. It makes it look longer.
Okay.
I think you're good.
Thanks for help this morning. Yeah, very handsome.
Oh, thank you.
Cynthia, you look older.
Huh?
You look older.
Yeah, I really like it, thank you.
Right? You look better than the picture. That guy,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Oh my god, my hair now. Ugh. Alright, so. Hey Verse, it's me, the Angel Man. That's right, the Angel Man, and I'm back today to give you guys a very important video. Very important. Very important. I'm gonna try to keep this as brief as possible, mainly because of the fact that I don't want to get into too much detail here, right? I'm gonna try to explain it very, very small and let you guys know what it is that is going on. Clearly, my appearance has changed. I got that man bush going on. My hair, I just cut my hair like you guys just saw, and my voice is back. I'm using my main voice now that I was hiding. I was so used to talking like this a lot and being Cora and doing this and that, and now I'm back to just letting it out. I'm gonna give you guys a small explanation of what's been happening with me. And I have to talk about this because what's interesting is that I tried experimenting a little while ago when it came down to my videos, where every once in a while, right, I'm pretty sure you guys noticed that I would go back to being Angel. And I received a comment a little while ago where somebody asked, hey, you know, like, if you're the way how you are, cool, but I'm a little confused. Are you Angel or are you Cora? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out because you say you're just a girl, but then you kind of go back and forth, da 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 da. And then there's some more stupid shit, but I was just like, look, the point is that I get it. There could be some confusion here and there, so I do need to clarify. I know I'm not just going to be able to come back as Angel, make some changes that I'm going to talk about later on, and then people are just going to be like, whatever. People are going to be like, whoa, like, what happened? And I get that. I get that. So, to get down to business, yes, to confirm, this isn't clickbait, I am detransitioning. I'm detransitioning unexpectedly too. Something actually kind of happened where it got me so pissed off that I actually wanted to finally take care of some business that's been going on with me, because I'm I've had it, you know, I've kind of had it with certain things, and there's certain things that I wanted to get started, but just other things kind of got in the way. To make it short and simple, this is something that's actually been on my mind for quite some time now. Being Korra has been such an amazing experience for me. It really has been, because that's what I wanted ever since I was 8 years old. When I was 8, I remember I knew that something was different, and as I got older, I started to understand more about myself and understand certain things around me and what it was and what it meant. And when I was about, I believe I was 20, maybe 19, I came out to my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad both had a reaction. My mom, she doesn't like my situation, but she copes with it, and I'm very grateful for her for that. My dad, I can't even mention that word without even fucking laughing. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's just been a bunch of drama. If you follow me on my last channel, you know I made videos here and there talking about my dad and how unfortunately that relationship just died. It just went down. The motherfucker didn't even try. It was just me, really, me and my mom. And I'm gonna be honest here. As much as being who I was so happy and worth it, it was also some of the worst experience of my life, because of the fact that for the past 5 to 6 years, I've had nothing but drama. I was in school. I was so determined on wanting to do acting. I had nothing in the way. I had friends left and right. I was outgoing very much, and my family obviously had my back 110% whenever I was doing something or talking to them or just hanging out. But ever since I became Korra, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's been one hell of a ride. In the beginning, when I first came out, it was hell. I'm not even exaggerating. It was straight hell on earth when it came down to my situation. I argued with my parents almost every night. My family obviously had mixed reactions. And what's even hilarious is that I saw it coming, but despite the fact that I saw it coming, it didn't prepare me mentally for just the reaction and the impact that it was going to have on me. The best thing out of this whole situation were my friends. I remember talking to them about it one at a time. My buddy Michael, my buddy Gabe, my friend Kat. I haven't seen her in a while, but I hope she's okay. They were like 110% supportive about it. And I know it's easy for them to do so because they're not technically family, even though they are. I love them. But friends' reactions are clearly different from your main family, obviously. And as the years went on, unfortunately, I did lose people along the way, and particularly my dad. I really can't stop laughing. And, you know, it hurt. It really did hurt, because while I was right here kind of dealing with my issues, you know, motherfucker was on the other side dealing with his other family in La La Land, acting like nothing was going on. And whenever I tried to communicate with him, he didn't want nothing to do with me. He didn't even try. He called me every name in the book, and it hurt. It really hurt. I don't really know why I feel the way how I do when it comes down to my dad, because I have people in my family keep telling me the same thing. Why the fuck do you keep talking to your dad? And I'm just like, hey, whether he's a dick or not, you know, that's my dad. I don't have any other ones, right? I'm honestly to the point where I really don't give a shit anymore. I can definitely tell you this much. I definitely learned how to cope with things a lot better after being Korra. Before being Korra, I will definitely share this. I had no confidence when it came down to myself. Every time I got into an argument with someone, I would say certain things, but I would never be aggressive when it comes down to trying to win an argument. I never really stood up for myself as much. I was in an environment one time where I was really getting talked down to a lot, like a lot. And it got to the point where I hated my image. And ever since being Korra, I'm not gonna lie, I got really defensive. At first I was super defensive, but like now it got to the point where I was like, I don't give a shit. If you support me in what I do, I love you and I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. And if you don't, fuck off. I mean, I ain't here to please anybody. I'm here to do me. And in the end of the day, it's amazing the reactions that I received, especially from family. I'm not gonna lie, when it came down to family especially, oh my god. I've had experiences where I've definitely felt very uncomfortable, and it got to me. One second I had people in my family telling me, hey, it's good, it's whatever. And then I had other people kind of come to me and tell me, so, what's going on with you, right? Their faces, man, like, their faces, they just couldn't hide their reaction for my appearance. Clearly, when you're gonna see me for the very first time, when you see me from this and then become this, alright? I get it. There's gonna be a reaction. I totally get it. But despite that though, it still doesn't make it okay when people are constantly looking at me. Unfortunately, an event where I went to attend something and there was this whole family that was related to my family, and because they were all there, they were all constantly looking at me. I could tell they were looking at me. I could tell they were talking about me. I can tell they were nervous to come up to me. I can tell that they were just like, oh my god, like look at that, you know, like look at what's happened, or like, wow, like that's a change, or something. The point is that I could tell there were people on the other side of that building, or just a few feet away from me, looking at me, talking about me. I remember when that happened, for a little while, I didn't want to attend anything that had to do with my family, because for sure, it made me realize that if I continued to, I would continue to feel more uncomfortable. I would continue to be more upset. Being Korra, I'm not gonna lie, I was very upset. I was so upset because of the fact that I couldn't even enjoy it. It was just so much drama left and right. It got so bad that I dropped out of college. I dropped out of college in the end of my 3rd year, and I was a year away from getting my bachelor's because of the drama that was just overwhelming. Yeah, it was just a lot to deal with. When there's times where I go to visit my dad's side of the family, and I remember every single time I went, it was a little bit nerve-wracking. Not entirely, but a little bit, because I would always have to watch my shoulder, because I would have to make sure I wouldn't run into my dad. That's how it was. Until one time, and like, something happened recently where I ended up, and then, I went on his ass. I was confronting him, I was trying to talk to him, he kept trying to avoid me. I was like, no, motherfucker. I was like, come back. I was like, we're talking. I was like, I'm tired of you dissing me on the phone. I'm tired of you not answering a text message. I was like, you're fucking in front of my face. We're gonna fucking talk. I was like, we're talking. And that's exactly what I did. I even chased him outside of the car. Like, that's crazy. And then putting personal issues aside, right? Family, friends, all that. I'm 25 years old. I'm young, but I'm not dumb. There's things that I definitely want to do in life, and there's definitely things that I haven't done yet. I ain't a lazy ass. Like, there are things that I definitely want to accomplish. And the biggest thing that I've wanted to do since I was in the 7th grade was to do acting. I mean, you gotta remember, guys, I'm not on YouTube just to talk shit and do this and that. I'm on YouTube because I want to entertain. I want to entertain you guys, you know? I want to talk about things that are going on in the media. I want to make skits. I want to do other things that are going on. Like, all the stuff that I do, especially when it comes down to vlogs, is because I like to, in a way, be in the spotlight. Not all the time, but just to kind of like do something that's related to camera work, that's to perform or do anything like that. I'm into that. I am a performer, and that's what I wanted to do for a long time. And being Korra, it definitely halted my journey to pursuing that. Because, for one, I had to get used to a different lifestyle. 2, I had to adapt to the lifestyle. I had to change my voice. I had to learn how to do that. I was taking hormones. I was getting ready for surgeries that were coming up for me. You know, I had to arrange all that. So a lot of things got put on hold. And obviously I was working a lot at the time, but I was doing jobs that weren't really for me. Like, yeah, they helped pass the time in the meantime, but they weren't really jobs that I just wanted to just be there for, you know? I'm not somebody that doesn't have goals. I have goals, you know, and I want to pursue them. I remember being Korra, I changed what I wanted to do at least 2-3 times. And I had people in my family tell me the same thing. It's funny how when you were an Angel, you were 110% dedicated to wanting to do acting. Out of all your friends, you learned how to do this, you chose to do this, you know, you're always uploading this the most and this and that. Now that you're Korra, it's like that hasn't happened as much. That fire isn't there. And that's true, unfortunately. That fire isn't there. It kind of went because it didn't have any focus. I wasn't lighting that flame because I was just so busy with all the attention that was around me that what I wanted to do in life, I just didn't give it any effort. And there were actually times where I actually did try to attempt acting when it came down to me being Korra. But it was hard. I want people to understand that from someone who was transgender. It's hard when you want to perform as a character when you still haven't perfected your new character that you're trying to actually be. I was the Angel Man, and now I was trying to be Korra. And it wasn't even finished. And I was trying to force that while doing something else when it came down to acting. That's why I dropped on in a way, because I guess it became very overwhelming. But now, the reason why I want to go back to being Angel is because over the 5 to 6 years, I've attempted numerous times to actually go back to detransition, and in the end of the day, I just couldn't do it. I was too attached. If you're someone that's transitioned and you're trying to detransition, it's hard. It's really hard, especially if you're a guy. If you're someone who feels like you're not right as being a man and you want to be a woman and you've done it for a while, but then maybe you just feel like, no, maybe I should go back and give it another chance, and you do, it's hard to stick with that because you're just so used to that lifestyle. A man to a female. Like, you're just so used to being feminine, you know, you're so used to the glamour, the clothes. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, for me, I love clothes. I will not deny that. People in my family know that I love clothes, okay? I'm very, very addicted to that. I calmed down now when it came down to that. But basically, I remember before I transitioned, when it came down to my lifestyle, I was very raggedy, guys. Like, I didn't take care of my hair for shit. I wore whatever I would wear. I would wear like the same pants and the same boots here and there. I wasn't about style. And then ever since I became Korra, there were some benefits. Like, I definitely upgraded my wardrobe. I'm so much better at matching. I love to work on my hair a lot. You know, I know how to like stylize and do certain things here and there. And like, yeah, like being Korra definitely had its benefits. And then when I go back to being an Angel, it's funny because living as a girl, there was times where when I see clothes, I'm just like, oh, I'm buying this, I'm buying that, I'm getting these shoes, oh, I'm definitely getting that skirt. Like, I'm getting all this stuff. Now that I'm Angel, I see some clothes and I'm just like, yeah, it's a cool jacket. Like, it's not the same. It's really not the same, right? So definitely there's like a huge like restraint on yourself that you have to indulge. And I'm still working on that. I've been Angel for the past week. To finally answer that question, what made me detransition this time for like the 7th, 8th attempt? What made me finally do it? Well, something that happened recently where basically someone mentioned me, and it was someone from the family. I'm not going to mention who or do anything like that. It's nobody's business. But basically, someone mentioned me, and at first I was a little flattered because I was like, hey, I'm being mentioned. Cool. But what pissed me off is that they didn't mention me because of the fact that I'm a YouTuber, or the fact that I'm into acting, or the fact that I like to, like, there's other things that I'm doing, but I can't talk about it because I haven't announced it yet, right? So I can't talk about it yet in this video. It's a secret project that I'm still working on. I've done so many changes to it. But anyways, out of anything that you would know me for, I didn't get mentioned for. The only thing that I got mentioned for was my sexuality. Because it's Pride Month, so this particular person mentioned me just because of the fact that I was trans. And that's it. That I'm not gonna lie to you guys. That I don't know how people will think about that when watching this video, but that pissed me off because let me make something very clear. Even if I was to fully transition into being Korra, like 110%, I wouldn't want anybody to reference me nor mention me just because of the fact that I'm trans. I don't want that. Like, I do other things too. I even rarely talk about the fact that I'm trans. Every time I do a video, you know, if it's a subject related to LGBTQ, I'll mention it just so I can make sure people don't get extremely butthurt, because I'm just like, guys, we're kind of like in the same category here. I don't really see why you would be butthurt. It's not like I'm just like some random straight guy talking here. Like, I'm actually, like, look at me. That's the only time I would do it. Or if it's like maybe like to post something on my social media for Pride Month or Trans Visibility Day, like stuff like that. But it's every once in a while. It got me thinking. I was thinking to myself, do people really mention me in my family just because of the fact that I'm trans? Like, is that the only topic people ever mention me for? Because I do more than just talk about my sexuality. I don't even talk about it. I'm just like, I do so much other things too. Why is my sexuality the only thing people seem to reference? I don't understand that. Oh, but it's Pride Month. It's supposed to be for you. Okay, well, personally, I don't give a shit. I don't need Pride Month for me to represent myself. I do it every day. Me dressing up, looking the way how I do, and putting in all that effort to wear cover up because I still haven't done laser surgery yet, and all that other stuff, that's me representing myself. I don't need a month for that. And thinking about that, I don't know what happened, but just like that, something snapped. It got to the point where I stood quiet for like a whole hour, and I was just thinking to myself, what the fuck have I been doing? I can't do my transition because, just because of bullshit. I want to do my transition. If I do in the exact same time, I feel like it could get in the way of what I want to do, which is acting. And then acting. Every single time when there's a reason for me to want to detransition, that's the main reason why. I'm not gonna hide that. That's the main reason why. I'm someone who wants to entertain. I'm someone who loves to perform. I don't talk out of my ass and just mention it. I actually do it. Eventually, I will be uploading more of my old vlogs when I was at the academy, actually doing what I was doing. Like, I've done a lot when it comes down to either me and my group, either me and my family, or just me on my own. I've done so much when it comes down to that particular genre of wanting to perform. And now, for the past week, I've been Angel. Yeah, I just got so irritated to the point where I was just like, no, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of doing nothing. It's about time I get my shit together. Really together. I've been taking care of some things here and there, but like, I haven't really been doing what it is that I wanted to do. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So to make it very clear to you guys, I am detransitioning to the Angel Man. That's my nickname, by the way. I'm Angel, but I used to go by the Angel Man, just like how I'm Korra. I was Korra Zora. but I'm the Angel Man again. That's me. And to make it very clear here, yes, I'm going to be getting into me doing acting because that is what I'm going to do. And to make it even more convincing, to let you guys know, I'm happy to announce that I am actually going back to school. I am going back to the Academy of Arts University to finish my final year and to get my bachelor's. And if you're wondering how soon, well, I start classes next week. That's actually another thing. I start classes next week. This whole entire time, about a month ago, I actually contacted my advisor. I told him, hey, I want to get back in the game. I got 1 more year and I want to finish it. I got the required amount of classes that I need to do, and I'm basically just right around the corner. I'm just about done. Like, I just got a few more, basically a year to do, and that's it. I graduate and I get my bachelor's, and then from then on, I got plans to go further and do what I need to do. I'm really happy about that. I really am. For that to happen, it just woke me up, you know, guys? Yeah, I'm back. Now, I'm gonna make something clear here. I'm gonna be honest here. Like I said before, it's hard to just go back. Like anything, if there's something you're addicted to, you're not just gonna drop it completely. It's impossible. Like, it's impossible for you to drop everything down completely. During my spare time, and every once in a while, will I be Korra? Yeah. I'm not just gonna drop that. I do love the lifestyle. I do love the way how I look and how I act when I'm Korra. I'm not gonna treat Korra like just another character or something. I don't know why people interpreted it like that. That's not it at all. That is me. But unfortunately, because of the career choice that I want to do, what I want to do in life is just more important to me than who I want to become. It is. Because yes, I'm Korra, but even though I'm Korra, to me, it's like, what am I doing with my life? I'm not doing what I want to do. So I just basically got to the point where I had to make a very hard decision. Korra or my goals? I chose my goals. Fuck. Oh man, that's all I can do is laugh. Yeah, man, I'm just an adult. I gotta do what I need to do. There's things that I want to do in life, and if something just happens to come up with Korra, who I don't even know, but for sure, as of right now, I'm Angel. And to make another announcement, my channel, Korrazora, is going to be changed to my name, The Angel Man. So my channel will be looking a lot different. Just some things are definitely happening here. Fuck, I wasn't really trying to go into an explanation, but I did. Oh my god. I'm only doing that just because of the fact that once I run into certain people in my family, legit, I'm not going to go into a discussion about it. I don't want to talk about it. That's the point of me doing this video too. Just talking about me giving up Korra, it's sad for me. It really is. It's sad for me. It's sad. It's sad for me. Because I really went through a lot to do what I needed to do. But in the end of the day, I had to make the hard choice. Like I said, I don't know if something will happen later on, but as of right now, I'm 110% willing to go back into being Angel. I have to, for my sake. And the reason why I'm so determined to go back to school and to try to get an agent later and do what I need to do is because I want to make sure that making this choice of reaching for my goals was worth it. I want to make sure that me giving up being Korra entirely wasn't for nothing. You know what I mean? But yeah, yeah, that's me being honest with you guys. I don't know how people might take it. Some people might be like, oh wow, didn't see that coming. And then some people might have some stupid shit to say. It's YouTube. But no, yeah, Verse, clearly this does hurt me, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, I don't regret it. I apologize if this video in a way maybe became a little personal, but that's the point. It is. I don't hide anything when it comes down to me. I ain't ashamed of anything that I've done or nor have I said. I'm trying to get that ceremony. That's a story for a different day, but I'm trying to get that ceremony, damn it. I deserve that fucker. Okay, I deserve to have my moment when it comes down to me graduating. But other than that though, Verse, I just wanted to share that with you, let you guys know what was going on, because like I said in the beginning, clearly I'm not just gonna be able to just change back. People are gonna be asking questions or assuming some dumb shit, you know, like it's YouTube, like I said, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. Honestly, small channel, big channel or not, I would have done this anyways, just cause it helps me cope when it comes down to dealing with certain things. You know, YouTube can honestly be really helpful at times, you know, when it actually works. I'm going to continue doing videos that I've obviously been doing just like this now. So with that said though, Verse, thank you so much for your time. You guys are awesome as always. I appreciate you. And with that said, Verse, look forward to more videos, my regular videos coming up. The Angel Man's back.